Hello. So this is for Sagittarius. General love and relationship reading for the sign of Sagittarius, whether that's your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus sign, or anyone who you are thinking about who has Sagittarius in their chart. Could also represent Sagittarius season. Take it as it resonates for you. If you resonate with the title, then it is meant for you. So let's see what's coming up with Sagittarius. Last time it was a really powerful, seemed like divine, what am I trying to say? It was just a really powerful reading. Something fated and destined, it felt like. And also something very powerful happening between these two people, whatever situation it was picking up on. So let's see. When is this coming out? What's coming out for Sagittarius? I don't know. We may not get any. Oh, there we go. These two. Last minute. Something comes at the last minute. Uranus Genius. This has come up in two of the other readings I did. I can't remember which ones now. I want to say Virgo. Sagittarius, you're coming up again in your own reading. This happened last time. Dang. I want to say it was Virgo with the Uranus and Cancer, I believe. I can't remember exactly. I'm gonna get another one though. Okay, so again, Sagittarius, like you are just feeling like, I don't know. Okay, this happened with Libra too. The Libra came out for the Libra reading. Oh, geez, that one, not those. Gemini, I think. So Scorpio actually had the Gemini card too. So I don't know if there's Scorpio in somebody's chart or in your chart. So the Uranus card represents the Tower in the tarot, and it's about, oh my gosh, Cheeto, no buddy, you can't come up here. You can't come up here. No, you're too fat to fit there. It's about, no, don't do it. You're gonna get stuck. Get down. Go. Well, what I get with the, I think, and I see the Sagittarius, the Gemini, is using, oh my God, my cat. You are determined, just like my cat. Using the abilities of, like, I see is like this, I think is obviously our mind. So using the power of both, right? Like both your intuition and also and using your thinking mind. Or it could mean, actually I kind of want to get one more because the Uranus Genius is like the Tower card. So like something being destroyed in terms of like first house, the body. Yeah. And also it was funny. I was sitting down feeling like, oh my gosh, my body is tired. My lower back hurts. Like, I'm going to read a little bit from this. Stop, Cheeto. Stop. Okay. I am not the perishable body, but the eternal self. Move ahead with confidence. You are rising, it says, for the first house body card. Oh my God. The first house in astrology begins with the ascendant, the astrological constellation rising over the eastern horizon at the time the chart is cast. In the natal chart, the ascendant represents the moment you were born. Like the sun and the moon, the first house is one of the most important parts of a horoscope. The first house represents your physical appearance, how your body works, and where your strengths and weaknesses lie. It is the beginning to everything. Stop, Gio. The first house is also the mask that everyone else first sees. Oh my God, he wants to eat my hair tie. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna headlock you. Although the first house is the house of self, it is also the persona you project. It is how you relate to the world first. Interesting. That is interesting to me because then we have I see and I think, and it's almost like, so again, set maybe Gemini, you have a Gemini rising or a Gemini or a Sagittarius rising could be it too, because the first house, the ascendant, is our rising signs. The time we were born could represent that. And almost like having a, it's almost seeing how people see you or how people view you and the way that you think about yourself don't match. Does that make sense? It's almost like that's what I'm getting with like the Uranus card, because it's like the Tower, like a sudden, it's like something coming in where you're seeing it's meant to shake things up and a change is supposed to happen. It's almost like you seeing how what you see and what you think don't match up. Does that make sense? What you see on the outside and what you think are not matching up. Temperance. Oh my God, this literally has happened, I'm pretty sure, almost every reading. Temperance is Sagittarius. It's like, I scared my cat when I did that. Don't bite me. This has almost happened with every reading that I've recorded today, is the equivalent to each sign has come out almost immediately. So this has happened twice for you, Sagittarius, and I think this happened the last reading too. So like you're feeling very much like in, you're embodying who you are is what I get. But the way that you're thinking isn't necessarily matching up, or like you think people see you a certain way when they actually see you a different way. This little butthead. Can you not? But Temperance is the angel of patience. It's about emotional alchemy and balance. And we have the Two of Swords, needing to make a decision, being in a stalemate. So what do you need to decide? Well, again, like that goes along with the thinking card. Maybe seeing how, like, well, Eight of Wands, so it's manifestation, quick movement forward, known as the arrows of love. You're wanting something to move, like, you're thinking about something a little bit too much to the point to where you then nothing happens because you are just in your head about it. It becomes a stalemate. You want something to move forward, but you're not sure at the same time. Like, it's not really clear what it's about. Seven of Wands, feeling defensive. Two of Pentacles, feeling afraid and feeling guarded about, like, it's about your balance. Like, this is about balance. It's about feeling defensive, or like you have to defend yourself, feeling guarded. Almost like you're afraid that, we have two twos also. Two swords, Two of Pentacles. Twos represent love. A pair of something, right? So maybe we're talking about love here. Maybe it's this fear that, oh, you know what I just got? With what I was talking about in the beginning of like this disconnect about how people see you. It's like you're afraid that people won't actually see you for who you are. And I get, especially if we're talking about love, there's two things happening. So the first is you're afraid people, or the person you want to see you, won't see you for who you actually are, won't love you for who you actually are, rather than they see this like mask, or like, yeah, you're afraid people won't love you for who you actually are. And instead people just see the persona that you put on. I mean, we all do it. It's not saying that you're pretending to be somebody else, but this really embodying who you are energy of the Sagittarius coming out twice in your own reading is like you're feeling really in your element, but then there's like this, the first house body, you're talking about the ascendant, that's what people see about you. The I think, you're like, you're in your head, and then like the Uranus, the Tower energy is kind of like, I'm afraid people are gonna people think that I'm one way, but they don't actually know me, or they only see like what is presented. And I'm afraid that like they won't actually see me for who I am and accept me for that. And then the other fear is feeling defensive, and like you're guarded to let people in to see you for who you actually are, because you're afraid that they're going to disrupt some kind of balance you've created in your life. And then the not making a decision type thing is like maybe it's not choosing to move things forward with a person or just people in general. Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Together, those cards, the Seven of Swords is about deception. It's either you deceiving people or being deceived by others, or your mind deceiving you, getting away with something. The Ten of Cups is the emotional fulfillment. I guess it's about lying to yourself about, or it's like being lied to about what you actually want, and instead guarding yourself against it. The devil is addictions, things we feel bound to. I get the Emperor is Aries energy. Nope, not doing that. Sorry, Cheeto. It's Aries energy, but it's the father archetype. Maybe it has to do with your father. Healing things from your father wound in terms of or healing addictions that came from your father, or you saw from your father, which was like, I don't know, the way he was in relationship, him not allowing himself to be happy, to be in this loving relationship with your mother and you. Wow, this is an interesting energy. I'm supposed to be picking up on something very specific. You know, or maybe you're seeing how you picked up some addictive tendencies and behaviors from your father. With going back to these three, the Seven of, look, we have two sevens, I just realized, in between, and then the Two of Pentacles in between. So Seven of Wands, feeling guarded. Two of Pentacles, needing to balance or feeling like you have to juggle and balance. The Seven of Swords is deception, feeling someone trying to sneak and get away with something. I don't remember what I was thinking with that. Like, there was something coming through the world. The world is about completion, coming full circle, things coming full circle, and healing, right? It's about going through a process and then healing, coming out the other side of it. There's something in the way you've been thinking that's keeping you from getting to this completion where you want to be, the Knight of Cups. But then once you do get there, but I feel like you will get there, because I feel like what's also happening is you're seeing it for what it is. You're seeing how your mindset and the way that you've been thinking about a certain situation from like yourself, the past, your family, but then how it's also affecting how you then see relationships now, or if you are or are not in a relationship. You're seeing it for what it is, and you're going to move through it and heal through it. Get to the World card, which is like feeling connected to everything. And then the Knight of Cups is about offering your love to somebody, or somebody offering their love to you. Feeling ready to do that, I feel. The Page of Wands, no, I'm not feeling that one. They're like, no, put that back. The Eight of Cups, walking away from something. What do you need to walk away from? But just see actually how he's, the way that these are, the knight is walking away from that girl. So maybe you have to walk away from somebody in order to offer your love or to take it in a new direction, in a different direction, which is, and he's going towards the world card. So a world is also about travel, but it's either like energetic travel, metaphorical travel, or physical travel. But I get you, maybe you have to walk away from somebody or a relationship in order to actually have what you want. Ooh, good God. And you're afraid of doing that. You're afraid of all of this happening. Okay, I'm only taking the Judgment card because that's the one that I saw flip. Let's make sure that I don't have any other cards down here. So Judgment. It's resurrection, redemption, second chances. Maybe, or yeah, maybe it's going back to someone that you want a second chance with, or a chance with, or it's awakening aspects of yourself that cause you to just awakening aspects of yourself that are allowing you to be who you truly are in terms of finding the love that you want. God, that was hard to get out. The Five of Wands is competition or chaos, on conflict and chaos on the outside. But I was getting competition. You feel like you have to compete for someone's love or compete for the second chance. Some kind of redemption. Like, yeah, I get there's King of Pentacles. This is like offering something solid to somebody, like wanting to be this partner for somebody else, whereas maybe you weren't in the past before. Even if it's somebody new, it's like it could be someone from the past, because we have the Judgment card can represent that. But it can also just mean somebody new and wanting to, maybe there was conflict with this person, but you're like, I don't know. Or also it's just, I feel like it's just wanting to come out on top. Maybe this person has a lot of people competing for their attention, and you want to be the person. You want a solid, committed relationship with someone. The Queen of Wands, yeah, see? She's passionate, she's magnetic, she's fiery. You're wanting to offer this to her. She's in her feminine power. The Sun, happiness. I feel like that's how you see her, is just like pure joy and bliss, and that's what she makes you feel. Not that you don't have that on your own, but it's like she ignites some kind of that within you that you haven't experienced before. Excuse me. And the Ten of Pentacles is about abundance, and it's also happy home life. It's like wanting the culmination of everything with her. Because we had the Ten of Cups already come out. That's like emotional fulfillment. I kind of get that if you're leaving behind a relationship or it was like, yes, it was emotionally fulfilling, but it wasn't necessarily every single thing that you wanted, or it was emotionally fulfilling in some aspects, or it just basically represented some things that you were emotionally tied to that you then realize weren't actually good for you, along with the Devil card. That's actually what I get. The Queen of Cups, see? Because and the Queen of Cups is nurturing. I feel like this is the type of woman that you want, that you need. Someone who embodies both of these. It's like she's soft, she's very much in her feminine power, which is being able to range from both of these energies, which is fiery, magnetic. She can be feisty, but she's also sexual and sensual and just sexy as fuck. And then the Queen of Cups, which is like nurturing and soft and gentle and all of that wonderful energy too. I feel like you're in your King of Pentacles energy because she makes you feel that way. She makes you feel like you can do anything. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to have a new beginning with this person. It can be about getting married, moving in together, something really solid and stable. And it's just like, it's a large commitment as well. A new beginning in the physical world. And I get maybe that's the fear that's coming up from the beginning of what I was talking about, is maybe you're afraid. Maybe you're afraid that the person won't see you, or that, like, because you want it with this person, you're afraid that they don't see you for who you truly are. I don't know if this is who you truly are, or this is the mask that you put on. Because we don't have counterparts that came out yet. The Page of Wands. It wasn't time yet. See, that it wasn't ready to come out. This, oh, okay. This is you. Okay, so remember when I was like, the Page of Wands, I was like, nope, not that one. And I put it back real quick. It's like, that's what you do. I feel like, because the Page of Wands can be about a passionate message, or, you know, like an idea. Like, I feel like this person's like sitting here thinking about how they want to communicate. Like, it can be about messages. It's usually like a messenger. But you'll see that she's just sitting there playing her little flute. And it's like, every time you get to that place of being ready to communicate with this person, you're like, nope, nope. And you're afraid. And it's like those fears I was just talking about come up because you're afraid for them to see you for who you actually are. Well, who are you actually? Why not just show that person who you actually are and see if they like it? But there's this like big fear of rejection, or like, and again, if this is somebody from you've already known from the past, like maybe you're afraid that they saw one side of you, or and you think that they have this idea about who you really are. But it's like you want to prove to them, like this would be like physically embodying what you want them to see, and not what you want them to see, but like who you actually are, instead of instead of, I don't know, like, it's so weird. It's like I guess you were wearing a different type of false persona. Seven of Cups is about fantasy and illusion. I get you're afraid that that's all in your head. I'm not taking those. It's about having options, but it's also about fantasy and illusion. Another 7. The patient. Okay, so this is like waiting. It is like achieving a milestone or a goal, but it's also about waiting and patience, harvesting. And the 9 of Wands, it's also pausing to reevaluate. We have 2 7s in a row. 7 is like a spiritual number. 9 of Wands is like feeling like the wounded warrior. I get this. It's been very difficult for you to take things very slowly. Well, not necessarily that it's been difficult, but you've had a lot of patience. The High Priestess. Intuition, hidden knowledge, the Book of Secrets, divine wisdom, the Hanged Man. Because you really want to be sure. You don't want to come in and like offer something if you're not sure. Like, this is like seeing it from you're like, okay, now I need to like hang upside down to make sure that I am hearing my intuition correctly, because I don't want to be turned down. I don't want to show up as I really am and have that person laugh in my face and or be like, ew. You know, like there's so much fear around that. And especially if you're leaving another relationship to pursue somebody else, I get there's a lot of fear around that. Like, you've just ended a relationship that could have been good for you, possibly, and choosing something else, but you don't know how this new person's going to react. The Star. It's Aquarius energy. Hope, renewal, healing, wishing on a star. also just like being allowed, like, I don't know, I also get that's how you feel about that person. You put them on some kind of pedestal, and not in like a really negative way, 'cause, you know, or it's like where you, but again, maybe it's telling you like, this person is just like you. They have the same fears about being rejected. They, you know, like, take them off that pedestal. Like, you can treat them that way, but you can't see yourself as separate or not on their level. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. Yeah, the fear, the Nine of Swords is anxiety, stress. You're so stressed out about this, Sagittarius. Oh, that's why I think the Gemini card, the I think card, is like your mind is like running away with itself, and you're really afraid, but you want to make this offer to somebody new. I mean, new in terms of you've never had a relationship with them, but it could be like asking for a second chance with somebody who maybe you turned down, or they turned you, I don't know. Two of Cups. Yeah, see, you want to make this like you love this person, or you have real genuine feelings towards this person, and it almost feels like you were like tried to fight it off and weren't sure about it, and it just, you keep coming back to this person, and no matter how hard you try, and maybe you've tried to communicate it in the past. Transformation and the Ace of Swords, and then and the Fool. Transformation is, I mean, death is transformation, death and rebirth, Scorpio energy. But then the Ace of Swords, it's like something needs to shift, and I feel like this is related to the Hermit energy and in your perspective, and you're going through a transformation yourself, or you're going to be coming out of one, or whatever that is, and then like this is like communication, like a new beginning to actually share with how you feel and like take a leap of faith. Eventually you're going to get to this place of like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump. I'm going to be okay no matter what happens. And that's what you're working through right now. I also get, because, you know, we haven't had a match, like we haven't had a counterparts. We had the King of Pentacles as the only king. And then we had the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, which I feel like is the same person. But it's because I feel like you're afraid that you guys aren't a match, or that they won't see you as a match. I think that's more so what it is. Like, they're like, I don't think I'm her type. Come to life. This is about being vulnerable. Allowing you, like, look at, she's painting her own leg. It's like she's allowing the color to come back into her life. I don't know if, like, if you've gone through some transformation, I feel like you're coming out of it, and you're becoming who you truly are more authentically than you ever have been before. And you're coloring your life in a way, and you want people in your life who bring that color. Heaven sent. Oh, you feel like this is like, well, okay, there's two things, twofold. This is how you feel about the other person. Like, you feel like they're just some kind of angel sent to you from heaven. And then I also get, you've been getting messages clearly from the divine, that are supporting you in moving in towards this direction. Because it's like, you don't know how it's going to go. And I don't think that even you're getting those answers of like how it is going to go, but you're being asked to take that leap anyway, because no matter how it works out, there's healing in there for you. So even if you were to get rejected, or it didn't work out with this person, there's still the reason you had to do it was to experience that healing of coming to somebody as you truly are, and taking a leap of faith and taking a chance. And maybe being rejected is your lesson, who knows? But again, we don't know that. I'm not saying that's how it's going to happen. I'm just saying that's what you need to, I don't want to say get over, but this is a long reading. That's what, I'm not saying you have to get over it. That's your lesson, if it's a part of it. Or it's, you know, it could be the person, I don't know. It's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be, no matter what happens, is basically it. So surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Remember I was talking about competition? I feel like you are afraid. You compare yourself to other people, whether it's like people you think this person likes, or you just compare yourself to other people in general, and that keeps you from from sharing your full self. It's asking you to just focus on what you and your strengths are, and your match, your person is going to love every single thing about you, even the things that you don't love about yourself. They're gonna actually like those qualities about you. Surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. I get that this will help you if you surrender your ego. This will help you in sharing how you feel. Okay, I know they're like, please do one more and don't leave me with that. You very sensitive souls, Mr. and Mrs. Sagittarius. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. You know what's funny is, like, look at these two cards and the colors. Okay, and then I feel like this one is like the combined energy of these. It's also very twin flame energies, the orange and the blue. But it's asking you to also remember that how you feel is important and not what you think. So the fear is also, could be excitement. And so it's like, there's always the two possibilities. Like I said, the possibility that this person could turn you down, right? And that's what your fear, it's like your biggest fear being realized. Or it's just like the excitement of it too, is like it could actually be everything that you wanted, and you could actually get this person telling you, yes, I want to do that, I want to date you, I love you too, whatever it is. Yes, I feel this too. But it's going to take a little bit of courage and surrendering your ego to trust that if you're being guided to do this, it's because there's a lesson. Well, sorry, there's growth in it for you. So it's growth in terms of possibly getting rejected, or it's growth in terms of this is the relationship that's going to help you grow and you're going to get everything that you wanted. But surrender your ego. It's like your ego is afraid of the growth no matter what. Either way, growth is going to happen for you. Shift and change is going to happen for you. But it's you needing to come to whoever this person is as you truly are, and show who you truly are, be vulnerable, and not be afraid that they will reject you, and knowing that you'll be okay even if they do. But not saying they will, just saying. If this resonates for you and you would like your own reading, and let's dive deeper into this, empoweringauthenticity.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at empoweringauthenticity. And yeah, I'm sending you so much love, Sagittarius.